Lifetime warranty brake pads making a ruckus. Let's see if we can find out if it's the left or the right. Go to the passenger side. All right, from what it sounded like to me, the passenger side. Here's the driver's side. Let's try the passenger side. Yep. Let me take these wheels off so we can figure out what the problem is. Well, it appears the back of the rotor's chewed up a little bit. So I'm thinking that rear brake pad is shot. Might have fell apart, something. Let's remove it and find out. $17mm. All right, caliper bolts are out. Apparently it looks like the pads are all the way down to nothing. But thankfully we got lifetime warranty. Let me try to set this light up so it stays in there, so it's not moving all around. Every time I move my head, it moves around. Now we just gotta get this off. Then we're gonna hang it out of my way. There we go. Good luck getting this hook to go around the coil spring. There we go. I'll hang that back there. Wow. No brake pad left. So we got a little bit on the outer. Look at that. All right, we're down to the rivets. So yeah, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Thankfully, we got a warranty. We'll take them back. Let me take the bracket off so we can see what the caliper's looking like. Of course, I dropped it. I got the extension, but I don't know where the socket went. There you go. Got an 18mm banger. Probably don't need the extension. No, sir. All right. See what we got for a rotor. Oh, we're chewed up. So yeah, I'm gonna need some rotors too. See the brake pads found. I don't know if they're gonna give me the rotors. The rotors are lifetime warranty also. I just don't know until I go there. I gotta take the van and go there and I'll let you know. All right, so that last clip was me at AutoZone. I had to go get a new caliper bracket because the rotor on the passenger side is shot, as you see. The rotor on the driver's side is still good. Apparently, they only had a 2-year warranty, and I did this brake job 2.5 years ago. So I had to pay for the rotor, $100. I took the brake pads back. I got the money back for those under warranty. And see, on the driver's side, I already felt the rotor, and I knew the rotor was good. It was smooth on both sides, so I didn't even take the bracket off. But then when I was installing the new pads right here, I realized that the pins were jammed. These pins, so I tried to loosen them, and nope, one snapped. The other one was probably going to snap too, so I had to go get a new bracket, new pins. And of course, the bracket and the pins do not come with the rubber seals. So I had to buy this kit with the rubber seals in it. So $22 for this. It's like $9 for the pins. And I think it was $50 for the caliper bracket. But of course, they don't have it at one AutoZone. It's spread all over the city of Philadelphia. So you got to drive. So I started this journey at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Now it's 8. So there's 5 hours I wasted, but I didn't really waste it because at least I got the parts. So I'm going to try to put this together now. All right, so I just used a socket and a hammer and seated the new seals. Get a socket big enough to fit around the outside lip there, and then just tap it in with a hammer. Very simple. Now I'm going to lube up the pins, put the pins in. Yeah, so these pins here need to be able to slide free, you know, up and down. When you're braking, they need to be able to move, and when you release the brakes, they need to be able to move to allow the caliper to move and get out of the way so your brakes aren't rubbing the whole time. So there you go, we got those done. They're free. All right, so I got the driver's side back together. We're all good to go. I'm taking a chance because, you know, when you replace one rotor, you're supposed to replace both. But this one's not too bad. Did it 2.5 years ago. All the way around, all four brake pads, everything. I did the struts in the front brand new. I did the CV axles brand new. I did the sway bar links. I did everything in the rear, new rotors, new brake pads. Got to keep up on this stuff. I mean, this thing's old. It's an 03, but it runs like a brand new car until I noticed that brake problem. I noticed it yesterday. All right, so all I got to do now is the passenger side. I got the new rotor right there. There's the old bracket. But on the old bracket here, I'll show you the pins are already loose. So I didn't have to replace this side. See that? Hold still, Jamie. See, the passengers are good. It's funny, the brake pads on the passenger side went and not the driver. And the driver bracket went and not the passenger. It's always like that. It's always some weirdness. I mean, technically, you're supposed to replace everything. Everything you replace everywhere. But I did that already. I'm being nickel and dimed here with this AutoZone nonsense. Plus, you got to run all over the world to get it. They just can't seem to stock things in one store. It's got to be multiple stores. All right, so the passenger side's all back together. Now that I think about it, this is my fault. I had to replace this rotor. I never put the squealers on last time. Well, I made sure they're on this time. Squealers are on. All 4 brake pads. All the way around. This way we get a warning this time. We get a little squealing action. All right. First thing you want to do after changing brakes or brake pads, pump up the brakes. All the way to the floor it's going. Okay. Now we got solid pedal. Because I had to use the C-clamp to bring those calipers in order to fit back on with the new pads. So let's see what kind of mileage we're looking at here on this 2003 Chevy Trailblazer LTZ. $306,683 miles. And it runs great. We got no engine light, no surface engine soon light. We got nothing. I'm trying to maintain this as long as I can. I changed the radio, of course, so if I hook the scan tool up, I'll get U codes. Because it'll say it can't read the Bose radio, because I took that thing out because the CD player stopped working. So I put this in there, the Bluetooth. It's a Pioneer. But because of that, you get U codes. But that's not enough to set a service engine soon light, and you can drive it and pass inspection like this.